How's that?
Well, and then like I said, they got wind of it, and that's what happened. So we said, okay, you know what, that's fine. We're going to start. We're already talking to all these fighters. We already have a lot of the connections. Let's just start our own organization. And we did it. We just went full balls out.
Okay, so okay, so I'm a regional promoter here in the Midwest. So whenever like a new guy comes in, of course I'm buying 15 cages. I got 28 trucks. You know, they always like kind of like let everyone know they're rich.
Right.
And then like they start like hitting landmines.
Yep.
Was there anything placed in front of you guys that you ran over that you shouldn't have? Like something that you didn't see that was kind of placed in front of you guys when you were starting this organization?
Well, yeah. I mean, I've said it in thousands of interviews. The problem was my partner, Todd. Great guy. You know, just he was an animal. Yeah. But the guy was just, when he wanted something, unfortunately, he was like a rich, spoiled little kid. And I don't mean that disrespectfully. The guy, when he wanted something, he would do whatever it took to get it. And unfortunately, Monte Cox and a bunch of other guys, you know, you could just take that out. There were guys, there were a lot of guys that took complete advantage of it. And I say Monty because he did. I mean, think about it. Think about what Sylvia
got paid.
Okay. So anyway, there were a lot of guys that took advantage of him. And
a lot of trailers in Maine.
Yeah.
Okay, hold up, guys. Just so we can go back, because I've seen facial expressions. Yeah. I'm going to start all over. At the end of the day,
we might not edit that out. That's pretty cool. Let me back you up. I'll back you up with a Monty story, because I recently talked to Monty, and I think this says it all. Monty was dealing with Brad Kohler for a show. Brad Kohler, a notorious promoter. Brad wasn't going to be able to pay the fighters at the end of the show. Nobody showed up and stuff like that.
No, but
Monty got his fighters paid, and everybody else didn't get paid. Monty was always a strict businessman.
And so, wait, yeah. So let's get something straight. I'm not talking shit about Monty. Because at the end of the day,
he got his guys paid.
No, but let me finish. Hold on. But at the end of the day, if he was my manager, you think for a second I wouldn't have been happy?
Right.
So that's why I say it was Todd's fault. Monty took advantage of the situation because he's a businessman. He's good at what he does.
He read it.
I don't blame Monty. I don't.
He read this,
because if Monty was working for me, that's exactly what I would have wanted too.
He did. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
At the end of the day, you know, what people don't understand is that is what your manager's job is to do, is to get you the most amount of money for your fight. And you know what? It is up to the matchmaker or the Plenty guy is to say, no, this is all we can afford.
Be the governor.
You have to have that
back in.
Right.
Exactly what happens. I've seen it happen many times in the Midwest. But somebody will come and they will destroy the market because they're paying guys $3,000 who should be making $1,200 or $800, and they pay them $3,000. That happens twice, and they never put on another fight, and nobody else will fight for anybody else because they're way overpaying. Yep. And that's what I'm saying. You are messing up the market, and you're not going to be able to put on another fight, and you have to have that balance and tell the fighters, no, you can't be their friends. But I mean, as a manager, I'm going to ask for the world, and then there's a negotiation. And if you don't negotiate, that's on you. You know what I mean? So you're 100% accurate. You know why? Because Monty's a good damn manager. You know, say what you feel, he feels it, and
that's what it comes down to, guys. And so that's why I'm saying, like, okay, so I brought up his name, but
there were others.
I don't have any bad feelings against Monty because, like I said, business and so you brought up, are there any hurdles? Was there anything that? Yeah, that was it. But it wasn't. He did his job. Yeah. We didn't. And that's what the problem was, is like I said, okay, so he understood Todd, and I knew that Tim had only made, the most Tim had ever made was $14,000 to fight and win. Okay. And so when he came in, nuts. I was telling Todd, no, that's too much. It's not worth it. I knew it. Now, but I didn't have the say. I wasn't the one who had the final say. So when I bring up a name of somebody, if they're doing their job, then there's nobody to blame. I always go back to the scorpion and the frog. You know the story of the scorpion and the frog?
Absolutely.
Okay. I can get along with anybody if I know them. And if you're a scumbag and we get along, I'm fine with it. I don't have an issue because I know that if something happens, I have nobody to blame but myself, because guess what? I'm the one who let you get on my back, and I'm the one who tried to take you across the river.
Yeah.
Okay? But if I cross all my T's and dot all my I's and I look and I go, okay, no, I'm not doing this with you because I know you. Love you to death. You know, we're friends, but guess what? No, I'm not fucking going into, sorry, can I cuss?
No, you're good.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm not fucking going in business with you. I'm not doing this with you. Because if I do, I know I'm going to get burned unless I protect myself. So at the end of the day, whether you want to call them a scumbag or whatever you want to call them, if they're doing what they're supposed to do, and that's making a living for your family, then guess what? That's what they're doing.
Okay, so how many people